Oh man, like you said, 3 years. It's been wild. I like to tell people that it's the most exciting, the hardest I've ever worked, but it's something that I'm passionate about. So get to wake up every day, good, bad, and ugly, and so one word: exciting and amazing. Clean juice it's personal. My wife Megan and I, when we started on this journey with clean juice, thought we knew a lot about health and wellness, and really becoming educated on not only the products that we're serving to our communities, but building that into every aspect of our life. And so it's a vision for us. It's where what we strive to be on a daily basis, whether it's in our store serving our guests in our community, interacting with our kids. It's being organic in every walk of life. Number 7, transparency is the key to trust. I come from the corporate background, and that's not always the case. There's a lot of red tape, there's a lot of behind the scenes things. I'm big on transparency. I'm an open book myself. That's what I require of the team members that work for me at my store. Open and honest communication and transparency is honestly what builds trust, and when there's trust, you can accomplish great things. I'll go with my typical smoothie. So I take our recovery one. I alternate maple syrup instead of honey. That's my preference from a sweetener standpoint. Add in a little bit of cacao, a little bit of vanilla. Throw in some maca for hormone boosting. 3 scoops of hemp protein. I'm a large human being, so have a little bit higher protein intake than the average individual. And then once it's done blended, you pour half of the smoothie, a cup of granola, and then you top off the rest of the smoothie. That it's a family. In my roles as both franchise partner as well as area developer, I get to interact with the home office team on a frequent basis, and that was, when I think back to when we first started the awarding process in the clean juice, that was the biggest differentiator from the brand, and not just the juice bar space, but a lot of the brands we talked to, it was the people behind the brand. And it's not just kind of fluff and for show and to throw red carpets out for people, but it's after the fact. They're the same exact people, and they carry themselves the same way. They hold those same missions and values and visions for both the brand, but also on a personal basis. So surrounding ourselves with like-minded people who are just trying to make the world and themselves better. Yes, I do, and I do it all the time. Not partially because of my role as area developer, but again, it's for folks like Megan and I who this is a lifestyle, and to our friends and family members who see that and see that and are constantly asking us about it. And it's one of those things that, hey, if you're passionate about this, you should look into this, and if it's something that you wholeheartedly believe in, let's talk, because it's, as you mentioned, 3 years ago, my passion and fire for this brand has probably escalated since the day I signed the franchise agreement. And it's part of what I've talked about already, of surrounding yourself with people. And so, friends and family members just continuing to kind of pile in and build that clean juice community. Kind of short term, being able to be back more kind of in person with our community. Our businesses are driven a lot on community involvement, community engagement, event-driven marketing. And so kind of getting out of the environment that we're in and just getting to talk to a bunch of people in person, educate them on our product. But then long term, I think, the amazing growth that this brand has seen in a very short period of time, I think we're at the tip of the iceberg still. And what can be accomplished, 5 to 10 years down the road, that's what gets me going. And I wholeheartedly believe that we can get there.